Hello folks, this has gone Spy. The Spy will come back to your life for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and since from that last episode was quite a family drama dispute. But in any case, the chieftain that's been making the deals with Circle Corporation has been selling stolen people, the Wookiees, as slaves, and selling them to the highest bidders, and keeping Salbar as prisoner until we locate this Mad Claw and kill him. But before I do anything of that sort to the Mad Claw, if I do find that Wookiee, I will want to ask him if some questions, talk to it before I decide anything. And there is also another matter I need to go down there besides those, along with searching the star map, was that there were two Wookiees. One of them looks like a kid that's been waiting patiently for Ronar, but the other one doesn't seem one to talk about for some reason, which is really suspicious. And then the one back at the other hut, and the Wookiee, probably the lawyer, probably the judge and jury, has been wondering and finding it strange that this Ronar has gone missing for so long and no one has even heard from him or why. And he suspected that he's down in the Shadow Lands. So that's where we come in now. Yeah. Mission got pretty upset that Salbar has been taken captive, but reassured her that everything will be taken care of in due time. Okay, this must be the guard that Chieftain told us about. Okay. I just have a few questions before we go anywhere. I'll try to be discreet. Now, I want to ask if it's dangerous down there, and why is it dangerous? Is that so? No. Now, what do you think of the Circle Corporation in your personal opinion? Then you shouldn't have let them do as they please, or even wanted to not do anything of the sort. Now, is there anyone else that's been down there recently besides the Circle Corporation? Guess things that much changed. Tell me of the Wookiees so I might show proper respect. Alright. What kinds of outsiders there are below at the Shadowlands? Really? Many years. This could be about that. This could be about that other outsider that has been down in the Shadowlands of what Coleman has said before we split. Now, I want to understand why the Wookiees revere the Shadowlands. Alright, let's go back to my other questions. Alright, that's about all for now. Just unlock the thing and lower us down there. Can't possibly be. I suggest that these unwelcome visitors are worse than the Kinravs and those bad things. Mikkels, I think that's what they called. Oof, that's a long way down. Alright. Keep our eyes peeled and search for any Wookiee that appears to be insane, but don't kill them. We may need answers before we decide anything. What the hell are those things? They have 4 generations? These are tough creatures. I thought I heard something. There's a Jedi over there, and he's outnumbered. We must assist him. He seemed to be taking care of those things by himself just fine.
The damn little racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush.
Wait a minute. Just who are you, and what are you doing here?
I'm Jolee. Jolee Bindo. Follow me to my camp and we'll talk a bit.
You use a lightsaber in battle? Are you a Jedi?
Don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it at my camp. Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me.
I thought he would be more than what he's laying on. Alright, let's fall in then. We better not lose track of him. So this is your home? To be honest, this is actually something I would have expected for you to be living in.
Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things.
Alright. And I believe there is, but you can't tell me.
Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too long. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions.
I do. I want to ask about you.
What is there to tell? Jolie Bindo is the crazy old man in the dangerous woods. I'm content with the impression I give.
You must be that outsider that Coleman and that guard mentioned. So you've been living down here for many years. But you use a lightsaber in battle. You are a Jedi.
I follow the Jedi way and I command the Force, yes. I suppose that makes me as much a Jedi as anyone, but what of it? Why should being
Jedi Knights are guardians?
entertain others with tales of the good old days, huh? I've seen my share of the dark and the light. And frankly, both extremes annoy me. Of course, I have felt rumblings of change.
It's kind of nice to meet a Jedi who isn't all hung up on this light side, dark side stuff. It's pretty tiring, you know?
Perhaps you will be of some assistance to me after all. Let us discuss what you came here for.
Well, I'll be honest with you, you are difficult to deal with, and it worries me.
And it makes you think I may have the taint of the dark side in me, doesn't it? Ooh. Is that what you're wondering, huh? Ooh. Well, I assure you, I see more gray than dark or light. I'm just a stubborn old man, tired of the foolishness of others.
Then I wanted to ask you some questions, if you don't mind, sir.
Fine, just be brief.
Well, for starters, I want to ask about you.
Look, we've been through this before. My past is my affair. Get some years behind you and then we'll talk about me. I think you'll agree that we have more important things to discuss, no?
Well, yes, let's get back to those questions now.
Fine, just be brief.
I'll try to be. Now, for starters, I need some information about the problems that's been going on in Kashyyyk. That's been going around for 20 years. What do you know about it?
Yes, among the Wookiees. Intriguing creatures. I like that they have little patience for bureaucrats. But of course, even here, there are hidden things that manipulate.
What do you know of Chundar? Salvor's brother?
Circle Corporation was smart to put him in power. He's as good at destroying Wookiee culture as dropping corpses full of Ardroxian flu. Will you work for him or against him, I wonder? I will be interested to see.
Well, believe it or not, I'm actually against him because of the way he's been doing to his own people. So you don't really have any recommendations at all?
Sure. How's this? Think for yourself. I don't care for politics. I'm big on letting people figure things out for themselves. The Wookiees have prophecies of deliverance if you ask them. But for now, they follow without hesitation. That is their wish.
So, yeah, to tell you for purpose, we're looking for a Mad Claw that's a crazed Wookiee. Have you seen the crazed Wookiee that we've been sent here to search for in the Shadowlands?
Maddened with grief, perhaps, but not crazed. I helped him pass to the lower forest where only a Wookiee could follow. Some other matters will determine if you can follow. There is a barrier that, well, we'll talk of that more in a moment.
Why? Barrier? Okay then. Well, do you know about the missing Wookiee that I've also been looking to search for in the Shadowlands? He goes by the name of Rorar.
It is a very unfortunate matter.
Why?
It will end in shame and sorrow. You will find Rorwar down here, and more. I've witnessed a number of happenings, but I've left them for others to sort out.
Well, dude, you're not being very helpful, Jolie.
I wasn't aware I had to be. Look, events like these reveal much about the people involved. I'm well past that introspective tripe. I'm not saying that outside help isn't needed, I didn't want to make anyone mad while I didn't have a way off the planet. We'll talk more about that momentarily.
Very well then. I do have some other questions.
Fine, just be brief.
Do you have any knowledge about the star maps we've been searching here for on Kashyyyk? Anything that looks ancient, like artifacts?
Now why would you be asking about that, Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi. No, you are here for the map.
Look, if you have information about it, please tell it to me. Lives are at stake. It's important. Please.
Kashyyyk is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Czerka Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine.
Seriously?
The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers.
Is this a riddle? Look, dude, I don't understand. Can you be more specific?
What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
Well, I am honored to help someone of your experience who has been a Jedi obviously longer than me.
Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit. Besides, the test is simple. Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Czerka have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
Where are they? And how many men are there?
They are not that far northeast of here. There's usually 5 in the area as far as I can see.
Only 5?
The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandle my garden, Willie.
I don't understand, though. Why do you care if they're here?
They don't respect this place. They're butchering wildlife and threatening entire species. It's getting under my skin. The Wookiees could take care of themselves if they wished, but the animals are truly helpless victims.
I have ran into a couple of patrols of circus that's been putting things down on it, that there are a bunch of races, business people. Alright, I'll try to learn for this humble task that you present us.
Oh, please, this is arbitrary errand work. But such are the requests of the aged. You still have to do it. Their camp is in the far northeast. Now remember, if I wanted them dead, I'd have done it myself.
Got it.
Find a better way.
And why would you want to join up with me anyway, but if I succeed in this task?
You presumably have a ship. I've seen all I wish to here. Isn't that enough? I mean, I'm really sick of the trees. And perhaps your destiny might show me something new.
My destiny?
You never know.
You're not the first old man that'd speak of a destiny that I had before me. But the one thing I don't get, Jolie, is that why not just get rid of them yourselves?
Don't talk back to your elders, child. Look, they know me quite well, and are always on alert when I approach. The only way I could get rid of them would be violence, which would eventually lead to trouble for the Wookiees. I want them gone, but with as little fuss as possible. They have already caused enough trouble as it is.
Very well then. I will look into it of what you have in store for us, and I'll also look into the matter of what Rohar had done.
Good. Return to me here and we'll see how you have done. Shoot! Shoot!
Alright, this will be tricky. Great, another Katon. I guess I need to find the body of a Wookiee that may have been of Ranar's. He obviously couldn't have survived in the Shadowlands this long if he's been missing. A broken droid. I need to salvage this part. The merchants that I've met back at the dock and landing pad. Corpse. If I ever ran to the back end, the dock and landing pad, I better let those men know. They need to be aware of what has transpired with their people they were supposed to meet with. It's obvious that these people didn't make it. They're in trouble, most likely.
Yes?
Sure.
Finishing home maneuver. Done. Alright. Alright, let's check out the map and see where we need to be. Okay, it's just going to be in the north. It came with the position from where we come from, near. So let's check that place out. Yeah. Alright, we should be available. Hey, there's a Wookiee corpse over there. A slaver contract? Better look at that data pad, see what exactly the war do. The only thing that Bo Kasdan was cast aside by Rora's body was that no Wookiee killed him. But why would another one? Unless that Wookiee was killing a traitor that's been dealing with this slavers. Let's see what the data pass says about War. Alright. here it is. State contract, trade of weapons for slaves, and manifest of goods, and already delivered. It would seem that World War had sold a number of Wookiees previously, and intended to do so yet again. Oh, there's no hero. I don't know what exactly the kid thought of World War, but he sounds like a slaver if he would do this to his own people, just like Chunar has been doing. This needs to get up in the air. This truth needs to be known. Justice has to be done. Alright, level up. Alright, lightsaber throw. We're getting some new abilities. I doubt that my demolition is going to be an improvement. Submission, if you will, please.
What is it? Yes.
That must be the patrol squad that Jolee has us to deal with, wants us to deal with. I have an idea that may be fun and at the same time no violence was intended. And I think it'll be much worth a great deal of considering what they've been doing to the of wildlife.
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koro slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead.
Are you the poachers that Jolee told us about?
The crazy old fool is still alive. I suppose he's still upset that we don't all live in little homemade shacks like he chooses. I've got a job to do here, and there's nothing you or that old coot can do about it.
Oh, I beg to differ. I would actually wanted to ask you a few questions.
If you made it this far, you know a fair bit already. What would I be able to tell you?
Well, for starters, you may be interesting to know if there's anything, if you notice anything odd down here.
Besides you? Besides any number of predators that can kill in seconds? I suppose there's old Bindo. He's got a camp here somewhere. I'd leave him alone, though. Anyone who'd lived down here is just plain crazy. There's not much else. We've got a repulsor field to the east, so not much passes through here now.
So you're enslaved with blasters in hand?
It's not worth it. You're fighting the plants as well as the animals. Kashi vines are tough as metal and grow back fast. Instead, head office installed repulsor fields to keep the big predators out. Permanent placements, too. We'll be fine for years.
Oh, really? Well then, thank you for answering my questions for now. I'll be leaving.
Good. I'm not down here to direct traffic.
Alright, the first order of business I need to do is how to be able to persuade the guards. I have some ideas.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander.
He's in charge of our harvesting here.
I'd rather ask about you. Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it.
Oh, so
I'm
that's
just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they just equip this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home?
I want to ask you some questions.
I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this emitter, and that's it. Talk to the commander.
This is a dangerous place. Exactly what do these emitters do?
They generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. It keeps the big predators away. I don't know how it works, really. I just know that if they go down, the camp would be overrun.
So, those emanators are the only thing that's keeping you guys here?
What of it?
So, if someone shut them down, you could leave?
It's friendly people like you that recruited me into this mess. I'm keeping an eye on you, that's for sure.
I'm going back to my other questions.
I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blast.
This is a dangerous place. Could I persuade you to leave?
No more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders. I'm not here because I... What do you want to know about?
Maybe you could help me shut it down for, say, how about some credits to loosen those lips of yours? You circus are actually quite persuasive when it comes to money. Say 200 credits.
That sounds like a fair deal to me. Here, use this code to access the one I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down, and the camp will have to move out. But I never said anything.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Alright. Gotcha. Now to deal with the other one.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harvesting here.
I'd rather ask about you. Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home?
Let's talk about that emanator you're guarding about.
What do you want to know about that? It's just one of 5 or so sonic emitters protecting the camp.
So if someone shut them down, you could leave.
It's friendly people like...
Let's go back to my other questions.
I'm not here because I know...
Let's talk about that emanator again.
What do you want to know about that? It's just one of 5.
Maybe you can help me shut it down. I know you are quite easy to be swayed with 200 credits.
That sounds like a fair deal to me. Here, use this code to access the one I'm guarding.
Thank you very much, sir.
Go down,
you're helping a great cause. I am so going to be enjoying this show. Idiot. What an idiot. And the fun's about to begin.
What? Run! Run!
The one thing about Dirty Poachers and their so-called business organization is that they can be persuaded super easy over 100 credits. That was fun. And the best part, no one dies. They may be scum, but they deserve far worse than death. Here's the tech lines. Alright, so Griff's brother has asked us to search for tech lines that are in Kashyyyk. So after Kashyyyk, so I have our business in Kashyyyk, we're going back to Tatooine to clear things up with Griff's brother. Now, dealing with Griff. So, for now, we're going back to checking on Jolie. I'm telling them that our tax has been served. Now, hopefully he may be able to tell us about the barrier that he could tell us about.
Welcome back. I wonder, have you had much luck? Have you done as I asked?
I have made certain that the poachers are gone and that they are not dead.
Yes, I could feel it as you walked near, and I don't sense the smell of death on you. You spared
Smell
them.
the death of someone.
Interesting.
No. There was nothing to gain by killing a bunch of scumbags like them. They deserve far worse than death. Now, in any case...
Wasn't there? I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. No matter.
Now, would you please... You mentioned